Guys of a Certain Age is brought to you by no one. Absolutely no one. Except these dudes walking down memory lane. Now let's head to the studio to see what they misremember next.
It's the podcast that when you say March Madness, it's looking at the weather forecast. It's Guys of a Certain Age, Robbie Kovalent's in studio alongside
Art Shirley
and Jay Reed.
How about you guys when it turns March? Are you paying more attention to radar and long-term forecasts than you are?
That's right.
Considering both of our basketball teams suck and will have no madness this year.
Mm-hmm. I heard the word tornado the other day even.
What?
Somebody was at work was talking about the weather, and they said that there was possibility of tornadoes and stuff. This is coming from someone who believes everything she reads on the interwebs. But,
so the Storm Prediction Center has put us at a level 1 potential for severe weather this afternoon and tonight.
Well, yeah.
Including hail.
Hail.
State.
What the?
Yeah. What the hell? Yes. So anyway, it's that time of year as we go from 20 degrees to 70 degrees to 20 degrees.
Within a 24-hour
period.
And those of us who control the air conditioning, the heating system in our buildings, when you have to flip from hot to cold, and you have a lot of females who work in said building, and they griped about the heat 2 weeks ago, and I flipped it. Then they griped about the cold a week ago. And I'm like, you're going to have to make up your mind, either wear more clothes or less clothes. So that didn't go over really well. That's the way it goes. All right, let's jump into some Geeks of the Week. Who wants to go first?
I really don't have one. I've got this thing I just saw on Facebook that I'll say real quick. Gareth Edwards says he's the director of Rogue One.
Oh, yeah.
Among other things. But he says he doesn't really care if the fans didn't like Rogue One as long as George Lucas liked it. And there's just been a whole bunch of feedback on here going, what is he talking about? It's probably one of, I think, the favorite original trilogy movies that have come out for Star Wars. I don't think anybody, I know some people are going to hate everything, but I think more than often than not, it's universally loved.
I would have thought.
Yeah.
And I think the Andor, just fed into it so well. The pacing seems weird now watching the movie Rogue One, especially right after Andor. We all did that, right? I think.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
And did you not do that?
Did I watch Rogue One after Andor?
Yeah.
Well, it flipped right.
Have you
to
seen
it
Rogue One?
Yeah,
Okay,
I've seen it.
Okay.
But I didn't watch it immediately after.
Well,
it came on.
Have you watched it since you've seen Andor?
No.
Okay. So 2 out of 3 of us.
He hates it. He's the one who hates it.
Yeah. I hate it.
Well, it flowed perfectly well into.
Yeah.
But to me, Andor, I thought it was going to be cheesy, right? When
the series was going to be cheesy.
Yeah.
Yes.
When they announced
like a cash grab kind of thing.
Yeah.
How are you going to go back and make us care about these characters that we know what happened to?
But oh my goodness!
Yes.
It's the best world building since Star Wars and the Imperial cruiser came on screen in '77.
Yeah.
And for me, it's Empire, New Hope, and probably Rogue One, Andor on equivalence with Return of Jedi.
Okay.
Because they're just that well done. And the episode where they have the Gorn massacres just unbelievable. So, but
yeah, and I think it worked because they didn't feel like they were locked into trying to tie into the Skywalker family.
Yeah. Yeah, the further we get away from Skywalker.
And that's nothing against Skywalker. It's just not everybody has to be related.
Yeah. Like Luke and Leia were.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, please don't make everybody related in that sense, especially after the first movie.
So are you guys excited about The Mandalorian and Grogu?
I've seen some stuff that first audience reactions aren't, that Disney's concerned about it. They don't think it's going as well as they thought.
Well, the title sucks.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be all downhill from there.
I'm afraid it's going to be too.
Yeah. So
I'll still
Pedro's probably not really in it.
Yeah.
Probably. He'll do a voice, but I don't think he's probably really there.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure it was Pedro at Disney World though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why he's not there. That's why he's not doing the movie. Yeah.
And I think the guy who played Grogu in the series is holding out for more money.
That's right. That's right.
That's the way it goes. So, but yeah. All right. You do you, Garrett.
Hopefully,
But yeah, I'll definitely be there to see it.
Yeah, I will too. So
if we go in with low expectations, they're bound to be met.
hey, that's the motto of the podcast, right?
Lowered expectations.
All right. You got something, J-Bo?
Yeah, I'm going to take my turn in doing the celebrity obituaries this week and talk about Robert. Is it Carradine or Carradine?
Carradine.
You said both.
I know, because I always want to say Carradine, and I actually looked it up yesterday, and it is Carradine.
Carradine. Okay, so Robert Carradine, who most famous for, in my world anyway, the main nerd in Revenge of the Nerds.
So you weren't a big Lizzie McGuire fan.
I kept seeing that, but I did not watch Lizzie
Wouldn't
McGuire.
have no idea
My
that
daughter
was in
may
there.
have. I did not. But I did see that as like his second biggest role or whatever.
The only Lizzie I know is the Tin Lizzie in West Point. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he's. I didn't realize that his brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Carradine.
He's part of the Carradine family. Yeah.
Keith Carradine. And when I started looking at those, I didn't realize they were all brothers.
Which one was in Kung Fu?
David.
David, yeah. And Keith was in Madam Secretary, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was in the
did
movie
more character role.
Nashville. And they were all in. One of my favorite things that they were in was Long Riders. Have y'all seen that movie? It's they cast brothers to be part of the James gang. So you had Stacy and James Keach as Jesse and Frank James. And
You're not talking about the band, the James.
No, that's Joe Walsh.
The Joe Walsh. Was
Yeah, and then you had I can't remember who the Carradines played. But anyway, and Dennis Quaid and Randy Quaid were in there as brothers.
Really?
And Christopher Guest and his brother, I can't remember his name.
They couldn't get Rusty and Jay Reed.
Yeah, that's so, the short riders will do that. And just, do a 5-minute show for,
Yeah, do it all AI. So
or the long readers. Maybe that's where
There
we
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Long readers.
There's a scene where a guy gets shot in the face and it's in slow motion and just.
But I think when you look at like David's career and you see the big roles, and you look at Robert's career and you see those two, and I mean, if you look through his list of movies, it's long.
Roberts.
Bob's, yeah, it's long, but it's not a lot of 5 stars.
Yeah,
not very illustrious. He was a working actor.
Yeah.
Now he's
For
in
example,
Cowboys. He was in Cowboys. That was his film debut. Was in that.
Well, yeah, it said he was in some stuff
That's a great movie too.
as a kid or very young, with maybe Bonanza too or something like that.
Yeah, I did a lot of guest star roles. His father, John Carradine, was a staple of horror in Western movies.
Okay, well, I saw that
much
he
older,
come from a family, not just brothers. But what I noticed was, like, one year he was in Django Unchained. Now the role was Tracker, so it wasn't a very big role. He was also in Bikini Spring Break that same year.
Yeah.
So his range.
One of my personal favorites.
Did he? Does that mean he had great range, or does that mean he had
he billed to pay? He needed money.
You look at David, the career he did Kung Fu, which was iconic. Did Kill Bill. But other than that, I mean, you're looking at some real B movie kind of stuff.
I expected more when I was looking through his page. I didn't see much.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, this is a geek nerd podcast.
Oh,
so
no
I think we
kidding.
need
No,
to
absolutely.
recognize the Revenge of the Nerds guy. And,
I cannot remember. I think I've seen Revenge of the Nerds. I think.
Probably.
I don't know. It may have come out about the time where you probably were too young to see it.
Well, yeah, but I think I saw it later in college.
Yeah.
I always get Revenge of the Nerds and Weirder Science mixed up.
Yeah,
to be
I see
honest.
that.
So,
and
similar themes.
Sadly, they said he had lost his struggle with 20 years of bipolar.
Yeah.
So that was a sad thing. But anyway, like I said, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that he may have done that. Like I said, I did not watch Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, and then I mean, the most recent thing is something called Skate to Hell, which is
wait a minute, why did we lead with that? Skate to Hell.
I don't know if that's even come out yet.
Sorry, Mrs. Reed.
Yeah. But I mean, when you scroll through the book, I just don't. Caged men seeking freedom. That scares me.
does that hit a little too close to home?
Oh, I don't know. American Human Zoo, Tales of the Wild West. Well, that's
a documentary, I think.
Frank James, he played in that one. So,
okay.
some series called James Blondes.
Okay.
So,
Working
like I said,
actor, I think
range.
Robbie hit it on the head with
Lots of range. Sharktopus versus Terracuda. So yeah, there's just.
Terracuda.
But then you get a Django
Cross
Unchained. reference.
Clint Howard, and let's see how many show up.
So yeah, My Dog's Christmas Miracle, Robot Chicken.
Oh yeah,
Okay, that's at least something I recognize. But I'm not seeing a lot that he was in Law and Order over an episode.
well, Revenge of the Nerds, I'd have to say, was probably right up there with Animal House. Just for a little bit later generation.
Wasn't everybody in Law and Order at some point?
Probably.
Yeah, that was a requirement.
Yeah. So, all right, I've got two things. I just finished reading Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Mm-hmm. Have you read it?
Yeah.
Okay, you read it. Have you read it?
I haven't read, but I saw
and I cannot wait to
a
see
trailer.
I can't wait to see it either. I mean, I literally finished it yesterday.
Yeah, I read it when it came out. I've known something that I guess it was Kendall that suggested, hey, look, you've read The Martian and Artemis and all this. So as soon as it came out, I read it, and really, to me, I think I said this before. The Martian was great. Artemis was kind of a sophomore effort that wasn't quite as good, but Hail Mary is really good, and as I said, I cannot wait to see what they do with this movie.
Have you looked at trailers?
I saw the first trailer that came out. I saw something that he said he is amazed by what they've been able to pull off. He could not be more happy with the end product of this thing.
Yeah, Rocky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Movie or series?
It's a movie.
It's a movie, yeah, with Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
I've
seen the trailer, but
you're gonna need your app for it, Jay.
my app.
How long is it?
Why? Because
It's almost 3 hours.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought because maybe it's going to be on BBC and it's a VPN.
No, it's
PPC.
The Run P app. Okay.
Yes.
that app.
PPC.
We're not advocating for any.
I'm good. It's all good.
Coughs
awake.
it out.
Still awake.
Reset button is the cough.
Yeah, we need to institute a J pass out watch. That's what we need to do, I guess, at some point. So that's number one. Number two, has anybody played with Claude here?
No, you have, but you talked about it.
Oh, buddy, let me tell you. So as of this morning, I am now an official Apple developer.
For Claude? I mean, through Claude or because of Claude?
Because of Claude.
Yeah.
So I've submitted my application to Apple, and after going through a thorough vetting process, I am now a Apple developer. So I could go to WWDC if I wanted to.
Cool.
So I've got two apps, one almost ready to go. First one's called Pre-Screen, which is
that one we looked at last Friday?
Yeah, which is a production app. And then I decided that, you know what? I am sick of trying to figure out what time I need to leave the house to go to the airport.
That's what you were, okay.
Yeah, so I'm developing, I think it's called Gate Time. Make sure you pronounce the T and the E, Gate Time. And don't swap out for a pseudo vowel. And so what I'm working on, you put in your flight number, and you put in the day that you're going to be flying, and then you allow it to use your local location, and you can set in preferences. Do you want to give 20 minutes to go through TSA? And it will tell you what time you need to leave the house.
Man, that is cool.
Isn't that cool?
I mean, it's the kind of thing that, yes, we should be able to do with our own brain power, but I had such a difficulty with that, In fact, coming over here, I knew I had to go through you can hear the cold in my voice. Had to run by a drugstore on the way in. I'm going, okay, that's either going to be a 10-minute or 30-minute.
Jay.
Or 30. I don't think I have insurance with Jay.
Yeah. Personally?
Yeah, personally.
Jay personal insurance.
Jay personally.
Yeah.
So, if I have to go over that way and then come back, how long is this going to take me? And I'm trying to figure it all out, which is why I'm 30 minutes early. So, that's a cool thing. So,
isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
do you set a price point for that, or how does that work?
Yeah, I'm going to set a price point for it. So I found somebody who's doing something similar to Pre-Screen that is doing either a lifetime buyout for $300 or a monthly subscription for $3. Now it does $3. It does a lot more than what yours does.
Yeah, okay.
I've got mine set up where I can scan for time code over Bluetooth and sync up, and it's just friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
So, but all that to say this, I've got that rolling. I will probably do I'm allowed to do 100 links basically to share the app to friends to beta test. So I'm going to do that with a few buddies.
Okay.
And you guys probably could use Gay Time. And then I'm going to put them up for like $2 or something, and see if anybody will buy it.
That is cool.
I was told last Friday by somebody at the athletic department, not athletic department, Mississippi State communication department, that, let us know. We'll make all our students buy it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm now, thanks to Claude, to go into the whole thing, I'm using Claude Pro, and I type into Claude, hey, I want to develop an iPhone app that does X, Y, Z. Can we do that? And Claude's like, you bet you boopy. And
because Claude is from the 60s.
that's right. With a name
former
like
writer of Laughing.
Before Jeeves.
yeah, with a name like Claude.
Yeah.
And it's taken a couple of weeks, but it's generated almost 2,300 lines of code.
Gosh, dog.
In Swift.
Wow.
And it's pretty friggin' awesome. So now is the time. If you have an app idea, now is the time. So.
Yeah, I thought I actually mentioned that to somebody at work the other day. We were talking about doing a script or something. I said, well, maybe you could take it and just do it through this. And then, and then you'd have the app on your phone. You wouldn't need some kind of web base, because typically that's what people will do is they'll put something that's basically a web page, and not a true app.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Oh man, you haven't played with Claude?
No,
yet,
not Claude at all.
Jay, you know what AI is?
I do. I'm aware.
Yes. Claude is pretty powerful. I mean, there's security concerns with anything else.
Yeah,
and
I've seen some stuff in who's the parent company?
Entropic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Entropic and OpenAI. So Claude versus ChatGPT. So, but it's kind of,
Of course, we can only use Copilot at work. That's the only sanctioned one the university uses. So,
Microsoft.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and they're hoping to update that, but that's where we are right now.
Well, Apple is supposed to be adopting Google's Gemini to be the next Siri engine.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to watch. And it's going to take a lot of power to
That's right. No water left, no RAM left.
No, don't try to upgrade your machine.
Yeah.
There's no RAM.
Where it had gotten dirt cheap,
At
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And now you can't even find it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, different states are saying, hey, we don't want AI data centers in our neck of the woods and whatnot. And I'm like, if you're in a remote location and you've got the grid power and you've got natural water, why not? Because it improves the tax base dramatically, because now your ad valorem tax goes up because you're doing it on the contents of the data center, which is very, very expensive. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But anyway, I want to be referred to as Mr. Developer now as we go forward. So you got that, Jay?
Mr. D.
Mr. D.
Robbie D.
Robbie D in the house. Boom. Okay, we're going to take a break. I think we're going to talk Knights of a Seven Kingdom, of the Seven Kingdoms of some kingdom, up next. And we're back, and we pivoted as we often do in the break. I was told that we're doing Wonder Man and not Knights of the Seven Kingdoms of the Seven Kingdoms. But you're not going to watch Knights, right?
Depending on y'all's review of
it's phenomenal, and you don't have to watch any
That's what you told me.
Game of Thrones. It's fun,
and it's short.
It's short.
Yeah, I think I probably will watch it. And the episodes are
6 episodes, 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say they're not even an hour long.
Yeah.
So I'll probably watch it.
They're fabulous.
I'll probably watch it in my retirement.
In your retirement. Well,
although I may have gotten rid of all my streaming services.
Yeah.
All we need is Tubi and Pluto and a big old antenna. That's all we need.
Tubi and Pluto. So he's about to go again.
Tubi or not Tubi?
To be or not to be.
Are you familiar with Tubi?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. I thought surely we've talked about Tubi before.
That was a Geek of the Week for him years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember that.
Really, was it? You say so.
No, it wasn't Tubi. It was, what was the little vertical
It was
time?
the little 10-minute movies.
Yeah.
I don't even
yeah.
remember.
Wow.
That was
It
Tubi.
didn't last long.
Wasn't that Tubi?
No.
Hold on.
Tubi's something else.
Or not to be?
I think they were trying to sell it to somebody, and that didn't happen either. So
Let's see what it says.
I can't remember anything.
It's
about
a
the name of
Fox-owned corporation. Let's see. I'm really curious about this.
You looking for the old thing or the Tubi thing?
I was looking to see if Tubi was it. What was the?
It definitely wasn't Tubi.
I wonder what it was. I didn't.
I shouldn't say definitely. I've been known to mislead the listener.
I mean, you misremember movies that never happened. So, but all right,
Wonder Man.
So, initial thoughts. Wonder Man, which is a marginal character in the comic books of Marvel,
Right.
which has been brought into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, who's in the comics, he's an incredibly powerful superhero.
Yes.
So, initial thoughts, Art.
I really liked it a lot. I mean, I just thought it was a fresh take and kind of a needed fresh take on that. I had no idea what they were going to do with the character. And even as I watched it, I was surprised because I kept saying, surely they're going to, at some point pivot and turn this into a regular superhero kind of show. And spoiler alert, they never did. But I thought it was great. I thought it was well acted. I loved the cameos that were in it. The look inside the behind the scenes of making a series was fun. I thought that was really good.
Jay, what did you think?
I thought it was great. It wasn't what I was expecting, but I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know anything about Wonder Man.
Yeah.
But from the previews, I saw that Ben Kingsley was going to be in it. I was a little bit familiar with his Trevor Slattery character, so I had high expectations in that regard. But I thought it was going to be more Wonder Man-ish in the sense that we would see more superhero action. But I wasn't disappointed by what happened. I thought what they did was great. I just didn't expect that. So great show in and of itself. I was looking earlier to see they've not said whether there'll be a season 2 or not, as far as I could tell today. But I would definitely watch a season 2. So it was just a good show.
Great show. And you don't need to know a lot about the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Really, I mean, it could have existed completely outside of the MCU.
In the comic book, Simon Williams, is that his name? Yeah, is a superhero who also happens to be an actor in Hollywood. And so in this version of Wonder Man, there is a comic book movie that
from
is
from
the 80s. It's very faithful to the Wonder Man comic book with the Marvel comic universe. And so Simon Williams, as a young kid, falls in love with this character, ends up with superpowers, but has to constrain them and hide them because of other things that happen in Hollywood with superheroes or superpowered individuals.
Somebody the door.
Yeah.
I forget what his name.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, that was. But that was a real character too.
Was it?
Was it?
I looked it up because I thought surely they've made this guy up. Now I don't know if he was,
Was he regrettable or redeemable?
I would have to say he's regrettable just based on the episode. If he's anything like the episode, he's definitely regrettable. But he was a real character.
So, but Simon is and obviously spoilers. There's a trap laid by the Department of Damage Control to try to entrap Simon because they think he's an incredibly powerful superhero. So they bring Ben Kingsley's character back from Iron Man 2.
We saw him in Iron Man 2 and
then,
also Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi and
then he was he was also in one of the Marvel shorts.
He had a short. So it is, what's his name? Trevor Slattery. Trevor Slattery, who played the Mandarin with the best supervillain cadence ever accent. And so they recruit him to come in to try to ensorcel and entrap Simon as his drama instructors. They go for the Wonder Man movie for the roles, and they, spoiler alert, end up getting the roles, and hijinks ensue.
Yeah.
So,
See, that's one of the things that was confusing to me, though, was they're watching the Wonder Man movie, they're playing, originally, and then they're got roles in the Von Kovac Wonder Man
reboot,
movie.
yeah.
Reimagined.
But he's also
Reimagining.
supposed to be Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
he doesn't have a character name yet. So,
Yeah. But he has
That is
the
curious.
alias. I mean, the Simon
Yeah.
Williams it was,
Yeah.
was true to the.
yeah. But is the character in the movie, the original 80s movie, was always also Simon?
I don't believe so.
I don't know. I don't
think,
know.
I think he was just Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that they're, kind of, he's not supposed to be a later version of the guy.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway, I think the Simon Williams character, the only one that is Simon Williams is this guy that we're watching.
Can we pronounce his name?
No,
the
I can't.
actor.
Yes.
Come on, Jay.
Yes, we can. Jay's got
Let
it.
me get it.
He's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
And his Geek Index score is
Gotta
got to
be
be.
huge, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be Yahya Abdul Mateen, and then it's got the second after it. So I guess his dad or uncle was also
So-
Yahya Abdul Mateen.
He was, what did he do in Aquaman? He was
Black
Manta and Aquaman.
Okay.
And then he was
in the Watchmen series, he played
was-
Dr. Manhattan.
yeah, he was Dr. Manhattan in the TV series Watchmen.
Yeah, there's one other thing
Took
too.
over from Billy Crudup, who
Yes,
who was Dr. Manhattan in the movie.
Right.
And what else has he done?
You've got the IMDb, don't you?
I do have the IMDb, which I just
And the Google.
instead of
I feel like there's one other thing that I went, I didn't realize he was part of that too.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. I mean, he's done a lot of good stuff. I mean, outside of the comic book genre.
it says the Matrix Resurrection.
Matrix, that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Candyman.
Candyman, the horror movie. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Keep on going.
Now, Watchmen says he was Cal Abar. Is that Dr.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was his pseudonym. He was undercover because they were trying to hide Dr. Manhattan so that he wouldn't be
when
discovered.
he would appear as a human.
So he was in The Greatest Showman
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and Baywatch.
Oh, Baywatch.
Oh, now
Law and Order and Baywatch. I mean, it's
so that was
one of the two.
yeah.
But he does have
Yeah.
a good geek index. Oh.
So it goes on. He gets the role, and then something happens. Simon is unveiled, but Trevor takes the fall for Simon.
Yes.
because they become good friends. Trevor feels somewhat responsible for him because Trevor was being used to grab him and take him into custody, and so Trevor comes back out and says, "You guys are idiots. I am the Mandarin."
Yeah.
and which I thought was great.
I thought that was good too, man.
Yeah.
He all of a sudden became the top villain again. And
Yeah.
he just pulled it right off.
And he's somehow out of jail and not supposed to be. They don't really fully explain why he's out of prison.
Oh, they made
Trevor?
the,
Yeah, they did. He was coming back into the States, and he got apprehended by
Right, but they kept talking about how did you weren't really supposed to be released. It was almost like he escaped prison is kind of the vibe I got. But
they
didn't
let him
know.
out to grab. They basically said, "We'll commute your sentence, let you out if you go." And,
Oh, so they let him out so they could recapture him
Yeah.
and use him.
yeah, well, to get Simon Williams, who was supposed to go scot free, and he reneged on the deal and said, "I am the Mandarin," or whatever it is.
and they kept changing the terms of the deal too. I mean,
Just like Darth Vader and Bespin.
yeah, that's
So,
right.
Yeah,
Just like that.
yeah, just like that.
Well, let me ask you this: would it have been? I can't imagine if anybody else had played the Trevor Slattery role, if it would have been.
Oh no!
I mean, I think really that was a huge factor in making the series what it
Yeah,
was.
I think so too. Because I mean, you never suspend your disbelief that you don't realize this has been Kingsley playing the role, but because it's been Kingsley, he's bringing some of that,
gosh.
gravitas, exactly, into it. But he plays the humor part of it just so well.
He's like, if I had a British accent, they would. What do you say? If I had a British accent, they would knight me, and I'd have Oscars too.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
Sir
tell you,
Ben,
the scene though that got me, and I almost texted you all the time because I thought it was actually happening, was when they're in the audition thing where, what's the guy's name, that the director?
Kovac. Yeah.
And he punches the guy in the face, and it just becomes this like donut thing or whatever, this bizarre thing. And I went, "Oh my gosh, is this happening?" Yeah. So,
There's your meds.
spoiler. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
What, 8 episodes? How many episodes? You've
I think it was
got?
8.
think 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the way they brought in. I didn't recognize the guy at first, but when they used Joe
Pantoliano.
Pantoliano, yeah,
Yeah.
Because I was like, who's playing this guy? And when I went into IMDb,
Yeah, it's Joey
he's
Pants.
playing himself.
Yeah, and he becomes the the villain on the reshoots
Yes.
when Slattery goes to Supermax.
Yeah, they already had this and which Joey Pants apparently didn't know about, but Travis already hated him for stealing a role from him before.
Right.
Yeah,
But that was hilarious to me that they actually used him as him.
Yeah.
Didn't they? They had one of their.
well, they talked about Nolan. They talked about Christopher Nolan.
Jay Gad,
Josh Gad. Yeah, Josh Gad.
which I mean that's a whole nother. Where is he?
Where's
now?
he? Yeah.
So who went in? Who was the character who ended up going through the door and disappearing?
That's Gad.
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
Yeah,
He was playing.
He wanted to be
himself.
called Jay Gad.
Jay
or
Gad.
whatever.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that's
And there
why.
was somebody else that said played herself, Ashley Green, but I don't know who she is really. But she was down there in the cast list by Gad. So anyway,
I think she may have been the woman in the bar or whatever.
Maybe.
could have been.
Yeah, the bouncer.
But it says she played herself, so I thought maybe there was something else. But
So the setup was great. Let's talk about the coda. So we had an after credit scene again.
We did.
was there?
We both missed it, Jane. I both missed
Where
it.
he breaks him out of prison?
Oh yeah, I forgot that was after
yeah.
credits. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well, sometimes when you stream it goes straight to the next thing.
Yeah. Not on the Marvel movie. On the Marvel stuff, if there is a stinger, it'll play through.
What they'll do is they'll keep rolling the credits because if there's not one, they'll move you forward to the next episode or to whatever you may like if it's the last one.
Right.
So if it's
Rogue
on
One.
there, but yeah, I just had forgotten it was in credits. I was after credits rather.
So Simon Williams becomes this big movie star.
Yeah.
Lots of success, and he's being paid attention to now. So he decides he's going to
He wants to get to know the lifestyle of this guy who turns out to be a guard at the
prison where what's his face is, where Trevor is, and he goes in and breaks him out.
Yeah.
Through the roof.
Yeah. And I felt bad for the guard that he's duping the whole time, but he makes that okay. You know, he
What did he do? I forgot.
He
Bunch
ends
of
up-
money,
Yeah,
right?
the guy had.
That's
somebody was sick or had lost a bunch of money. Anyway, he was doing this job because he had lost a fortune or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he couldn't make ends meet. So he gave him more money than he ever needed. He and his family. So
I would love to see Wonder Man in Doomsday.
yeah.
How great would that be?
Yeah, I don't know that I necessarily need to see a second season because I just don't know what they do. Do they kind of lean into him being a superhero now, or do they continue to try to? I mean, after that breakout, it's kind of hard to go back to just normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was something I read that I don't know if it was the director, the showrunner. I can't remember what the idea was, but he had an idea from the comics that he could develop. And you've also, when I would looked up Wonder Man the comic, it said that his brother was a supervillain, which I guess Wonder Man was a villain at first and became an Avenger kind of person. But his brother is the Grim Reaper, is what I was reading. And so I don't know if the brother in the in the show could do something. And I mean, I think there's definitely room for a season 2. One of the things I thought was good about this whole show too was just the sort of, you were saying behind the scenes, especially at the beginning when he was doing the American Horror Story, and overplayed his hand, and you just want to. I was just, every time he started to say something, I would just cringe.
Just go, shut up, man.
Because you're fixing to blow this.
Yeah.
And they fired him immediately, which was kind of great.
And then you can see it happening later. Like, don't do it.
Yeah. Him and Trevor with their whole backstories, the whole kid and caboodle.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was really good.
A lot of fun.
Wonder Man, West Coast Avenger, was he ever a regular Avenger?
I think he was a West Coast Avenger. I think he was out there with Hawkeye and Vision and Scarlet Witch and Wonder Man. And
It said he had an off and on relationship with Scarlet Witch, according to what I was reading.
Well,
yeah. So I would, and we should probably do this. We should have our
Avengers
our guys of a certain age,
Geeks
Avengers assemble from the TV shows. Who would we put into a an Avengers B team. So, because there's a lot of characters that have been introduced in the Marvel Cinematic TV universe
that don't have an affiliation. Right
now. Who would you pull in and why? That should be a good show episode. We should all come with 4 characters that we think should be part of the Goka Avengers, and
or some of them, but some of them have been already, right? I mean,
Ironheart has not been. Miss Marvel has not been in the Avengers.
Miss Marvel has not been. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So Daredevil, Jessica Jones,
Moon Knight. I'm thinking about that. Okay,
Moon Knight, Punisher. Of course, nobody wants not Iron Fist.
Moon Knight.
No. Who was
Iron Fist is right, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's Luke Cage who's Iron, and then
Power Man.
No, it's Iron Fist. Nobody wants Iron Fist. Yeah, right. Because talk about a Game of Thrones actor who chose the wrong role. We should do that though. I mean, we just kind of did, but yeah, there's
like we did.
Characters. Yeah. So, all right. Anything else for the good of the cause?
Go see Wonder Man. Go home and see Wonder Man.
Go home now.
Somebody's going to go to the movie
retire and watch
Wonder Man.
Retire and watch a Wonder Man. All right. That does it for us this week. We'll see you next time around.